Hey, the Raister is back with another one, and you already know what to do. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. All right, we're going to talk about the Indiana Fever and their offseason. And what an offseason it has been. Like the GOAT of all off seasons. Phenomenal job. And it all started with the Fever bringing in Kelly Kay from the Indiana Pacers, bring her back over to the Fever side of the house, and then her going out and getting Amber Cox from the Dallas Wings, right? Once they brought them in, they got the mastermind. Ooh, mastermind. And the first thing they did, they had to get Lynn Dunn to step to the side. And that wasn't an easy thing to do because Lynn Dunn was done, 80 years old. I mean, she was okay, but the game was passing her by. It was obvious that was happening. So they had to get her to step to the side in order for them to do the major job, the job that had to be done, the dirty job, was to get rid of Chrissy Sides after going 20-20, making it to the playoffs. That wasn't an easy thing to do. Now, we as Fever fans, we knew that was the move, but it wasn't easy. It's not easy to go in and tell a coach that, hey, we're going to have to let you go, even though you made the playoffs, even though you had 3 All-Stars, even though you had Rookie of the Year, even though you had an MVP candidate, even though you won 13 games over the previous season. I mean, that's not an easy thing to do. But when you got a player like Caitlin Clark and you got Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston, sometimes that's just not good enough. Maybe if she was coaching the Chicago Sky, right, and she had Camila Cardoso and Angel Reese going 20-20, making the playoffs, that might have been enough. But it wasn't enough here. We had to get another coach. And that coach was Stephanie White. Now, I don't know how Stephanie did it. She found some kind of way to wiggle out that contract. She got out of it, and we were able to bring her back home, right? And bringing her back home, we brought in the third best coach in the W. And I'm telling you right now, there are a few games that we lost last year, like a couple of games that we lost. We had like a 15-point lead and a 20-point lead going into the fourth and in the fourth, and we lost. We're not going to lose those type of games with Stephanie White as coach. We're going to win those, right? And we got veterans on this team that would know how to close those type of games. So I'm not worried about that. Not them games. Yeah, we'll win those. And with a good coach, like a coach like Stephanie White, if she had that same team last year, she would have won 24 games. Easy. 24, 25 games, easy. Would have been 25-15. You know, like 4th in the league. Definitely. But with Chrissy Sides, bad coaching, cost us a few games last year. It really did. So bringing in Stephanie White was a beautiful thing. Great job, Kelly Kay, Amber Cox, for making that happen. And then, after we watched Caitlin Clark get brutalized, ostracized, racialized, and politicized, we had to deal with getting blamed for malicious trolls and vile trolls on the internet for their posts, right? And we had to deal with being called racist and all these other things by the W media, by fans of other fan bases, by fans of other teams and curators and all that. We had to deal with all that. And that wasn't cool. You understand? That wasn't cool at all. But we got through it, right? I saying this, and the kicker was, we were told that nobody wanted to come to our team. Nobody, right? Nobody. You know, Cheryl Swoosh told us there were people within the organization, the people on our team that wanted to leave. And we all thought that was Kelsey Mitchell. And she probably was right at that time. Two things can be right. At that time, when Lynn Dunn and Chrissy Science was running the organization, when she made that comment, it probably was true. I give her that, because I do not believe at all if Lynn Dunn and Chrissy Science was still running the show, that Kelsey Mitchell would be here, right? So yeah, I understand that 100%. I'm with that. And to go from all of that to getting Stephanie White, getting the all-time great DeWanna Bonner, getting Natasha the Flash Howard, who came here specifically to come play with Caitlin Clark because she wants to be a Hall of Famer. She not only want to catch passes from Caitlin Clark, she wants to be a Hall of Famer. And being a Hall of Famer, that is a media award. And the only way she can get that award, become a Hall of Famer, is to get eyes on her. And where the eyes at? The eyes are on the Fever, baby. So she did the right thing by coming here. She didn't want to go to an organization just because they had great facilities. She wanted to go to an organization that had great culture, great coaching, and great players. That's how you do it, right? Much respect to Natasha. Then we brought in the sensational Sophie Cunningham, who always wanted to play with Caitlin Clark. That was her dream. I mean, I remember during the All-Star game, she was like, Caitlin, why don't you come over here and play with the Phoenix Mercury? We'd love to have you on our team. But she ended up over here on the Fever. Yes. And I love me some Sophie. Sophie is a baller, and she ain't no punk. I got nothing but respect for Sophie. She don't take it. And she'll dish it out, right? So that's good stuff. Then we got the face of the league. Sydney Colson. I cannot believe the angst, the mental meltdowns, the crashing out of Aces fans over losing her over 2.5 points a game. Say what? I mean, I understand that. She probably was like a team mascot. You need that type of energy in the locker room, somebody that's going to be able to keep the team loose and then be able to go out there and, produce a little bit. So I understand. But wow, man, all that crashing out over Sydney, that totally unnecessary. Real talk. Y'all need to, y'all are off of that. But anyway, so, the basketball gods have been very kind to the Fever fans and the Fever organization, right? Couldn't ask for a better scenario, couldn't ask for better outcomes this offseason than what we have right now, right? And I will say this, even though we're giddy right now and very excited about the next season, understand this, that it's going to be a process. Yeah, it's going to be a process. And we're going to have some ups and we're going to have some downs, especially the first half of the season. And the reason why is because the team still has to mesh and gel and develop chemistry, right? You have Stephanie White. Stephanie got to figure out roles, rotations, and lineups. And she has to do that in real game situations. And then you got to get players to buy in to their roles. And the only way they're going to buy into those roles is if they win it. And if we kind of up and down during that first half of the season, it's going to be it's going to be rocky. But you know what? We're going to get through that part because we understand that's a part of the process. And then when we get to the second half of the season, after the All-Star break, we're going to be the most electrifying team in the league. For the first half of the season, I'm predicting 13-9. Second half, 17-5. Right? So that's good for a 30-14 record with a 68% winning percentage. That's what I'm predicting. That's what I'm standing on. I said what I said, and I stand on it. Family, please like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, one love.